All right, everyone, how you doing out there? Bob's back, Biker News Canada. So I did a video yesterday, and I was told the audio was crap, and I believe it's because I wasn't speaking directly enough into the microphone. So we're gonna try again today. Again, I'm doing my videos more live now. Even if there's no one watching, at least I know it's already recorded. It's already on YouTube. It's already on Facebook. Talking about Facebook, I can get over to the Facebook group page because I think it always starts me in my Facebook personal page. And then I take the time and flip it on over to the Biker News Canada group because that's actually where I want it. And here we are. Okay, it's over there as far as as far as I know. Okay, so it's Tuesday. So this is what we do all summer long. Every Tuesday, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to tell you where to go on Wednesday for your weekly ride in your neighborhood, in your area, in your city. And listen, if you're watching this video and you know of a ride or you're an organizer of a ride, and I don't mention you, especially out west and especially out east, please send them to me. Send me post it on the Biker News Canada Facebook page, and then I will automatically save it. And then I'll know for the next videos, and I'll know for the calendar, which still isn't finalized yet. So we still have time to get some more stuff into the calendar. And that's at no cost to you unless you want your event to be prominent, to be bigger than the others. Get a hold of me on Facebook Messenger, and we'll come to an arrangement, and we'll take care of that for you. As long as it's a biker event that would be on Biker News Canada, then it'll be in the calendar. Also, people with some businesses, keep in mind I am actively looking for sponsors. So if you got a bike, motorcycle related business of any sort, please get a hold of me. We'll figure something out. Again, the best way to contact me is Facebook Messenger. So just look me on up. You go on Facebook on the group page, on the Biker News Canada group page. You'll see who I am, and just send me a message on Messenger, and I will get back to you. And advertising and sponsoring the YouTube channel also gets you on the Facebook group page. 7,000 members over there, and we're working towards 1,000 over here on YouTube. So let's get me up there, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. It's a big thing. And I got people today. Hi, Tommy. Thanks for joining me, bro. I always appreciate seeing you in the chat. Hey, Mike, how are you, bro? Good to see you too. Always love seeing my brother Mike in there. And Naomi too. Hey, Naomi, good to see you. And thank you, Mike, for that reminder. And thanks, guys. So like I say, so it's Tuesday night, so we're going to talk about Wednesday's rides. We got a few. They're not quite started yet. It's just starting to get warm up here, but we'll start talking about them now so everyone knows. So the first one's coming from Sue Stitch, and she is a very prominent member of the motorcycle community down the Burlington, Hamilton area of Ontario. She does have her own Facebook page. It's taken right from her Facebook page, Burlington Bike Nights and Social Cruise. So it's to let you know that this year, I think it's, what did it say? I'm going to read, let me read the text. So hello everyone and welcome back. We're getting ready for a fantastic new year. I'm going to ask all of those who want to help this year to come out to a special meeting at the Naval Club. I will set up the date and time. So that's to be announced if you want to help out. She's always doing great things. I think home base is pretty much always at the Naval Club, and I think that's right down there in Burlington. So this year, if you noticed a pink and blue breast cancer ribbon on the page, it's because we're doing something pretty special this year. We're starting a program in Burlington to help those who are going through breast cancer, not just women. However, men go through breast cancer as well. Last year, we lost 38 men in our area. Breast tissue is breast tissue. It does not matter if it's male or female. That I did not know. This year, Burlington Bike Night and Social Cruise will be working with Body Med Boutique, 2033 Mount Forest Drive, Burlington, Ontario, to help start a new program for those who need surgical bras. They're very expensive, and if you don't have any money and can't afford one, then what do you do? So this year we're dedicated to raising money to start a new program. So after you've had breast surgery and no longer need your bra, we will start a program for bringing them back, putting them through the dry cleaners, having them reused for people that need help. Also, we'd like to start a fund to help people get what they need. Let's see how we can do this year. Who's in with me? We'll be looking for donations, gifts in kind, plus people or businesses to help sponsor bands and music, plus things we can raffle off and help us get this program off the ground. Any help of generosity would be truly grateful through the community and the public. If there's any businesses out there that would like to sponsor, please contact us. We need help this year. That's a pretty honorable thing you're taking on this year, Sue. Commend you for that. If Biker News Canada can help in any way, let me know. I'll do what I can. So Burlington Bike Nights and Social Cruises, after all that, is every other Wednesday and starting in May until October. 2444 Industrial Street, Burlington, Ontario. There's music pretty much at everyone, food and drinks, of course. Join us on Facebook again. Join them on Facebook, Burlington Bike Night Social and Cruise. And they've got some advertising on the bottom corner. The people that they're helping out along the way, including the Burlington Humane Society and Halton Women's Place, amongst others. Okay. You have to give me 1 second. I got to pause everything. No, I can't. I'm live. He's going to have to call me back. That's okay. All right. So, let's see if we can keep on moving with the phone ringing in the background. It drive me crazy. What else we got? We've got another bike night coming our way. Again, most of these are in Ontario. Unfortunately, I'm not getting much stuff sent to me from out west. So come on, guys out west, send me more stuff. I want to include everybody. So Judy's Restaurant in Erin, Ontario, they're back with the Old Vintage Cranks Motorcycle Shop in Acton, Ontario. They're your host. So Wednesday, March 21st, at the corner of Highway 124 and Trafalgar Road, Erin, Ontario, from 6 tonight, you got a bike night. The little bike night that grew and grew. Great food, it's licensed, prizes and draws, tons of parking, hand-scooped ice cream. And I thought I read somewhere that this is going to be a weekly event. I believe it is. So I'll keep you posted on that one. So that's our next one. That's Judy's in Erin, Ontario. So we got one in Burlington. We got one in Erin. We got lots of bike nights, man. It's good to see. We got one up there in Huron County, and your host is Wolfpack, and Fired Up in partnership with Fired Up Cycle. Wednesday bike night starting June 4th, so they're a little ways away yet. They're gonna run from 6 to 9, and they're gonna leave from Fired Up Cycle at 966 Old Durham Road, Walkerton, Ontario. So we're getting all around the province of Ontario there. Walkerton, Erin, Burlington. We got one out here in the Bay of Quinte. We're heading eastern Ontario now. So the Bay of Quinte Hog Group, that's Harley's owners group. Their bike night starting Wednesday, May 21st. They get together at 5:30 for this one. All makes and malls are welcome. And keep that in mind for all these bike nights. They're not fussy on what you're riding. Oh, I paused that one. And it's going to be at 6 Douglas Road, Trenton, Ontario. So that's where you're going. The first one, like I said, May 21st. So we got a bunch of them, man. You'll never get stuck with nowhere to go to in Ontario, that's for sure. What's our next one? This one here is something different. They're trying something different. I'm not quite sure 100%, but they're calling it Rolling Bike Night. It's every Wednesday beginning May 14th, and it's a new destination each week, weather permitting, but you always meet up at Tim's Prescott, and I believe that's a restaurant beside BK, Burger King. Kickstands are up at 6. And that, dude, I could have swore that I Googled it to find out where it's at. Let me see if I can figure out where it's at. I know it's in the Ottawa area because of who posted it. But it's in the Ottawa area. I know that for sure. And next time I'll come a little more prepared for that one. Yeah. Okay, so that's another one. That's up by Ottawa area. That much I did know. Now we've got another one here down in the Windsor area, one end of the province to the other. The Widow's Sons, South Detroit, starting May 7th. Windsor Cancer Center Foundation. So that's who they're helping out with the donations. Bike night every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. at Bender's Bar and Grill, 4745 Malden Road, Windsor. And the charity ride for that group will be July 19th, and that I will do in its own kind of video when I do the events and stuff. So that's what we got going on. We got lots of stuff going on, man. It should be a good summer. We need this weather to break. They're trying to kill us out here with the weather. Felt like I needed my park again today. So now we're headed back in the middle of the province to the Steel City, Hamilton, Ontario. They're doing a bike night, and they're calling it Bikes on Barton. That place off Barton, 363 Barton Street East. In Hamilton. I don't know what that little word is there. Grange Street? Maybe it's Barton and Grange area. It's weekly Wednesday from 6 to 9, beginning May 14th. So they're all up and coming. Nothing's really officially started yet. I'm going to do another video as soon as I'm done this one, because yesterday my audio was bad, and I put out a cool video about fake biker news. So it's something that I feel people should be aware of. Fake biker news. Hey, we got something out west, man. I found something out of Ontario. So Red Riders RC Bike Night. No, this isn't. This is Ontario also. Wednesday at 6:30. And it's in Parry Sound. Beautiful town in the summer. And they start off at the Jolly Rancher Inn and Resort at 1 Junior Lane, Seguin, Ontario. Special bike menu, 50/50. And all bikes are welcome. And you get off Badger Road off the 400, just south of Parry Sound. So that's another Wednesday night one, hosted by Red Riders Riding Club. Lots of riding clubs doing lots of cool things out there for us. I like that. Now, I know that, where's the other one? There's one in Newmarket, I think, on Tuesdays or on Wednesdays. Barry's on Monday. Bradford's on Tuesday. So if you live in that area, you're having a great one. Keswick's going to be on Wednesday as well. They've got their own Facebook page. So get on out there. They're already assembling this year. And I don't know. Yeah, man, so that's cool. Keswick is already happening. Let's give that a little look through. There's their post from Nancy. So there you go, Wednesday in Keswick. And most of the time you can hazard a safe bet. If it doesn't have the time on there, I would get there no later than 5:30. Chances are you didn't have to be there till 6, but at least you got there in time and you won't miss it. Another one, Niagara Falls. We got Niagara Falls on Wednesdays, Torque and Throttle Bike Night, 4725 Dorchester Road, right in Niagara Falls. Go check that one out. It's supposed to be one of the bigger ones in the area. And again, doesn't matter what you ride. As long as it's got 2, sometimes they got 3 wheels on them too. Piggy's is going to be firing up again if you're in the Port Hope area. It'll be at 6 p.m. Piggy's Bike Night at 2971 County Road 28. And that one will be coming back this summer. I've already seen the posts for it. And that's kind of what I got for Wednesday night rides. Not a bad little list, and there's more to come. I know there's more to come. I think a couple more things tripled in for April events. Let's see what we got for April events. We've got OBB Bike Night, Saturday, April 19th. Did I talk about this yesterday? It's in BC. Yeah, I did. It's being hosted by One Broken Biker Group. Oh, I got the right t-shirt on. I got the t-shirt for Biker Down. for the motorcycle first aid course. I'm happy I took that course, and yeah, it was a good deal. It's very good all the way around. I liked it. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do for this here video. Don't you know what else I want to tell you guys about? Oh, don't forget, part 1 of my interview with Chatting with Stacks has been released. So go on YouTube, Chatting with Stacks, if you want to know a little more of my crazy life story. Hey, him and I talked about the time I was a member of a big motorcycle club, and it was an honor to be in that club. And I'll always take that to my grave, that I was honored, and I still am honored to have been a part of that organization. It was a big part of my life, and I'll never look back on it with regret. That's for sure. And I want to break off and start a new video because I had one yesterday about fake biker news. Maybe I'll just get right into it from here. Or will I? I only got 2 people. Okay, I got 2 people left watching. You guys want me to break into this fake biker news thing from here? Oh, hey, Stefano. I didn't see you on there, bro. I wasn't rolled up. So there's been a whole bunch of stuff lately about yeah, I took it away. Okay, I'll find it. So there's been a lot of stuff on the news lately, and especially with these new video clips that you see that they're flying around, right? The one that comes to my mind was that video that was out there floating around for a while. That was supposed to be a guy with a Hell's Angel patch on stopped at a red light, and then a guy came along with a Mongols patch on, and without a fight or any sort of struggle or anything at all, the guy with the Hells Angels patch gave it to the other guy, and they rode away when the light turned green, just like that. Now, personally, I don't find that's got much merit to it. You know, that patch on your back is supposed to be the live and die line, right? Or at least put on a fight or do something, right? So there's that one. I don't think that video is true. I just can't see it. Okay, Tommy, I'm just rolling right through it, man. What do you got from Naomi? So the other one that I had actually found on the news when I Googled, yeah, that one, yeah, that one. But that one made it all over the internet. It's got more views. You know what I mean? It's obviously it's a it's a thing to do to get clicks, right? So there was another one that they were talking about, and it came out of India, and it was a video showing some guy rode a bike, and he was going by a Muslim man, and he stole the thing off of the top of his head, and it's a religious thing, and it's a big thing, right? And this and that, and he bullied him, and blah blah blah, and it came out in the news. It was all staged. Also, none of that was true. It didn't happen, and it never did, and it was staged. The other video I see floating around out there nowadays is that guy. He looks like he's a member of the Outlaws in Florida, shooting off his gun in the middle of an expressway. There's still been no arrests, and there's only so many outlaws in Florida, and the cops sure as fuck know who they all are. So if there's been no arrests or anything on that one, I'm almost tempted to believe that was just a doctored video of some sort also. And it's hard to say how they doctor them or if they stage them or how it goes down. You know what I mean? That one's pretty convincing looking. But again, if it hasn't gone anywhere, that video's been floating around on the internet for over a week now. There's no way, man. And the other thing is, and this is one that bugs me to no end. Now, while we're talking about fake stuff, Let's talk about some other fake stuff. This fake stuff. I better never see nobody I know wearing this stuff with any club name on it. This is just what happens that I happen to find. This stuff, this Silo 15 support gear. This one actually looks like it could be legit, but it's not. This is not from the club. No proceeds of this are going back to any local um, club at all. And they've got all these different designs, and then they're going to get you into ones like this one. That's nothing that the club would put out. It's nothing that the club would do. And there's some stuff on here that can potentially get some people hurt, or at least questioned, like severe questioning, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Hey, big country, how are you, bro? Thanks for popping in. I'm doing the same one as last night because I was told in the comments that it was audio issues. And the only thing I could think of is I wasn't talking directly into my mic. I was moving my head around. But I thought it was a good subject, so I wanted to do it. So you see these things, and it's not just from the outlaws. I see them all the time with Mongols, HA, and then you see them you see them on other websites selling a whole patch kit to get sewn onto a leather vest. So now it's a cut. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know, bro. Like, and that's what I always wonder. You hear stories about guys that go in and they claim to be some particular motorcycle club member who's got some notoriety, right? And they're in that guy's town, and I've heard this story. It's probably an urban myth, right? Where the guy from the club, who the other guy's claiming to be, walks in and says, "Hey, I'm so and so. What's your name?" And so, what's the end game on that? Why would you pretend to be a person that you're not? I just don't get it, right? And none of it makes any sense to me. But I've all heard the stories. I've heard that story over and over. Or even what would be the point of even pretending to be in a club you're not a part of? You know what I mean? Because the members of whatever club it is, I don't care what club it is, they take their membership serious. They had to go through those stages of being a prospect, a probate, a striker, whatever the hell you want to call it, to get that full patch. And some guy just to buy it from some Chinese website and sew it on some $20 fake leather vest and ride around. That ain't cool. Yeah, that's right, Stefano. See, and it depends on where you are and what kind of pages, and they pop right up on your timeline all the time. Yep. Wear the death head if you have a death wish. And you know how serious those guys are about their death head. And I kind of should have known it when I first started doing videos. I started doing TikToks. On TikTok, you can put a photograph and it uses it as a black screen behind you, or a green screen, sorry. So it puts that photo behind you. So I found when I was doing, because I was doing stories out of the web, and we'll talk about that too. I found a nice clean photo of the death head with the Hell's Angels above it in the right font. And I put it behind me as a green screen and then told the news story about the Hell's Angel. And I did get contacted. And I was contacted, and there were some edits made. And that's how it went, right? So they are serious about it's theirs, it's copyrighted, they earned it. Unless you're in the club, you didn't. And if you didn't earn it, don't wear it. Which brings me up to the other subject that I just passed over, and this will be what I end up the video on, is that is the reason that you don't see me doing too much news, that I could go Google biker news on 3 or 4 search engines and come up with a program pretty much every day. Sometimes you're going to say some old news. Sometimes you'll be the first guy on the biker news genre to get it, right? But my feelings are, and these are my feelings, and it's not to put no other channel down because they're all doing way better than I am. But my personal feelings are, because I used to be in a 1% club and I understand how it feels. I don't want to perpetuate the police story, the government story about what this person may have done, because it's still only alleged. Nothing's been proven in the court of law. Everyone's got to remember the onus is on the prosecutors to prove your guilt. The onus is not on the accused to prove they're innocent. And that's a big burden. And they have to clear that burden. It's not up to the accused to clear a burden. It's up to the crown, we call it the crown in Canada, or the prosecutors. So rather than perpetuating them stories, because I've had stories like that written about me, I'd rather wait till the whole court case is over, and then you can discuss it knowing all the facts. And even then, it's a coin toss whether I will present them or not. If they're Canadian, chances are I will present them. But I could be spending every show right now talking about 81 and these street gangs in Quebec. And that's supposedly a big thing. It's supposed to be going crazy. It's going hard. Lots of arrests, lots of things catching on fire, lots of things going bang in the middle of the night. Typical Quebec stuff, right? You know, when they go for it in Quebec, they go for it. They just got their own way of doing things on down there, man. But do I want to perpetuate that story? I know guys out there that have big channels, getting big numbers talking about all this stuff. And it's interesting. I watch it. But then you run the risk of seeming like you're biased against one club if it's always the same club in the news. And I don't want that look. And or else you get accused of being too friendly with some club, where that wasn't where you were at either. Seem pretty tame here in Alberta. Don't hear much here, which is a good thing. That means if you don't hear much, then they're not beefing with nobody. They pretty much got whatever spots under wraps that they wanted, and there's no reason to fight and argue with anyone else. And whatever kind of businesses they're into, they're running smooth, and there's no issues, right? I always say no news is good news, but keep that one eye open, especially if you're a club member, because no news means that they're working on something. Because they don't stop working on shutting down motorcycle clubs. They don't stop. They've got the RCMP's got their own biker division, the provincial police in each province, and all the local polices all have their own biker, and they all work with each other. It's always joint forces. And yes, I'm talking from experience. So see, I just typed in, Hell's Angels street gang stuff, and there's a whole bunch, Ontario, Quebec's street gang leader arrested in Rome. That was that guy from the Blood Family Mafia. 14-year-old was found with no vitals near a clubhouse. See, like, I don't even like saying these things, man. Quebec's public security minister accuses gangs of using teens to do their dirty work. See, I don't want to talk about that stuff, man. It's kind of grimy sounding to me. It's not what I'm into. So we're gonna stick with the cool stuff, the good stuff the bikers do. They're not wearing the same sort of patches. They're not 1%er bikers. They're people that ride bikes. They got jobs. They get on their bikes. They put on their cuts, and they go hang out with their friends, and they raise some money in their community, and they do something cool. And those are the people that I'm gonna keep focused on, unless I get a huge outcry of people saying, no, do that stuff. Then, I'll consider that. Now, who do I got for an interview this weekend? I feel like I got something cool for an interview this weekend. It is the Ink and Iron show The organizers for that, I believe, the Thursday, we're back on track with the Thursday interview schedule, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for Thursday night video interviews. They run for about an hour. I've got this week's, next week's, and the week after all lined up. And I'm trying to think of what they are. One's an event, one's an organization, one broken biker, I believe, is the week after. And then the next one is a club. So I'm mixing it up there. That's what I want. I want different clubs. I want the cool events, different events, fundraising events. And I want clubs. You know, if you're looking to start a new club, a riding club, add members, get the name out about you, drop on by. We'll have a nice, cool, and casual conversation, just like I'm talking now, and we'll get the word out about you. If you ever want to see my interview stall, go back and watch the one. It'll be in the live section with the Commandos. Jeremy gave me a great interview, man. I learned so much about their club, and it's a club I got a lot of respect for. Now, just from one interview, I still haven't met anyone who shook a hand. One interview, and I got tons of respect for that club. So that's all it takes sometimes. All right, that's us. That's Tuesday night wrapped up. We wrapped it in a bundle. We did the fake biker news, and we did the list of Tuesday night rides. And I think I got her. So that's it. And listen, Stefano, Tommy, Big Country, Mike, and Naomi, thanks you guys for popping in, man. It really means the world to me. It really does, guys. Oh, and Stacks. Hey, Billy. Thanks for dropping in too, bro. I almost didn't see you down there in the list. So, you know, it makes my day when I see you guys popping on my lives. I'll try to keep them a little more. I'm trying to work them more towards 7 p.m. nightly to give you the next night's rides. It doesn't have to be a long video, but I want to do ones every day of the week. And people, get out there, spread the word. Biker News Canada needs some sponsorship, and it'll do you a great, great advertising. All right, guys, much love and respect, and we'll see y'all again tomorrow.